there, you're fine.
But it's a part of my peril.
Sir, we're not allowed. It's part of the protest. We know this.
I know, but
okay.
I'm done with that.
Letting you know.
I'm done with that.
You take the sign off there. If you're done with it, take the sign off. Do whatever you gotta do. I'm not sorry with this. Sir.
I go about my day.
Well, I don't want you to make it. Just do my job. But you are.
But if you're standing there, I'm not trying to cause attention. More attention. You're giving me more attention.
Take the sign off and get it off the public prosecution.
Enjoy the bright side of Hollywood.
Usually
At this time, for 20 minutes, please, we ask that everyone please clear the forecourt area of the Chinese Theater for the next 20 minutes, please. Thank you.
Hello, folks. This is Sergeant Legaspi with the Los Angeles Police Department. I need all the tourists and the spectators in front of the court of the Chinese Theater to go ahead and leave at this time.
War is not a movie because we know that Hollywood portrays it like it's something glorified and something great to kill people abroad, but we know that it's not, and they're here to take a stand. So they're committing that.
I don't think they want to exit that, man.
I don't think they want to exit.
I think they're waiting until
They might.
Maybe you guys should leave first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And when that is done,
Nothing's
they have indicated that they support
You
it.
guys should leave first. It makes sense to me. If it makes sense to you, you guys should get out.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I know, right? Tell that to your buddies. Go. If I'm right, then go. If you're agreeing with me, then get the fuck out of here.
Atomic bombs dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, running real history
All the way to Parkland. That's all I'm asking for. Thank you.
all the public federal law. We also demand no more nuclear development for profit. We stand for the people and the planet first. Thank you. Thank you so much again.
Sisters and brothers, if you're supporting this action right here, if you're standing around watching, we need to give those heroic people some inspiration, some motivation to keep going.